Hello everyone, welcome back to the Trini Chef, Akeisha Haid. Today I will be teaching you a very simple recipe for an awesome scrambled eggs. For this recipe we're going to be using some onions and shallots. We have a little bit of fresh salami. We have some tomatoes, onions, Gruyere cheese, and eggs. So it's going to be a nice scrambled eggs with cheese that any of you can do while you're home. So here we go. All right. So we're about to start scrambled eggs. I have my pan here on a medium heat. I'm going to add some butter to that, about a tablespoon of butter. And as you can see, my butter is coming and melting. Once that starts to melt, before it starts burning, we're going to add the salami. So this salami that I'm using is a nice raw, dried salami. So it has a lot of good flavor. And all we're doing right now is what we call building flavors. So I can add this now, get a little bit of color, then the butter starts flavoring from the salami, and this way we don't need to add salt. So in this recipe there's no salt because the salami itself is cured and has salt, and we're going to be building the flavors with that. So no need to add salt. So we're going to let the salami cook and brown up a little bit before we add our next ingredient. Right. So salami is starting to crispen up nicely, which is exactly what we want. There you go. To this we are going to add some onions and shallots that's been diced very small. And once again, we're just building all these amazing flavors in the pan. And we're also softening the onions and all of the other vegetables in stages because everything cooks at a different time. The onions we want to get in now because it'll also help us to get all that good crispiness, or what is called fond, off the bottom of the pan. So we're going to get that going. So the onions helps us to get all that good flavor off. As you can see how clean the bottom of the pan is now because of the moisture from the onions. The next thing we're going to add is our peppers, because as you know, peppers are very crunchy. So we want to add that in, get a little cook on that as well. We don't want to cook the peppers too much where there's no crunch. We want to cook it enough so that it's soft, but it still has a little bite, because all the textures is also what makes these dishes go from just normal to extra tasty. All right, so peppers are cooked. The next thing we're going to do is add the tomatoes, which is also cut small. And once we add the tomatoes, I'm just going to let that sit. And I'm going to answer a question. So someone asked me before, do I add milk to my eggs when I make scrambled eggs? And my answer is yes. So here I have 6 eggs that I've beaten with a little bit of black pepper. And here I have a 1/3 cup of milk that I'm going to add to it. I tend to find that the milk adds and makes the eggs nice and tender and creamy. So as I add the milk, I'm just going to give that another quick whisk. And you can use a whisk, you can use your fork. And right here you see the vegetables are nice and ready for that egg. So I'm going to pour the eggs in. And once we pour the eggs in, if you want your eggs to be nice and fluffy and creamy, all right, you just want to keep moving the eggs around. Get it from the bottom. All right. And as our eggs start coming together, I turn my heat down. And then this is when I add my cheese. And here I have some nicely grated Gruyere cheese. So it's a nice, creamy, but yet not too overpowering of a cheese that has a lot of flavor. Okay. I'm going to add that to our eggs. And once this has been added to the eggs, as you can see, our eggs are done. I'm going to pull that off the heat. And as you can see, it is all done.